Так, и дальше мы направляемся после Backyard Gardens в мир миниатюр. То есть это вот похоже у нас в Киеве было. Миниатюрный мир. То есть там должны быть города, что-то прикольное. Вперед. Да?
This is from the exclusive tourist destination, This geological wonder is covered by a fractal landscape orbited by tree and marine crew. These rings remain geologically active due to the intense tidal forces generated by their gravitational interactions. This kind of arrangement is incredibly rare. You can see magma in the fissures between the tectonic plates on the moons. The inhabitants of this world, the dragons, are technological.
И оно будет больше, чем этот выглядит. Тонкс. Ты еще думаешь,
Наполеон. Так. Англия выступает. USA.
August 8th, 1918. Aircraft of the Royal Flying Corps was started in 1914. Aviation was in its infancy. Scarcely 10 years had passed since the first tour flight, but a small number of military visionaries could foresee the limitless potential of the airplane as a weapon of war. Quickly, the aircraft became an indispensable observation platform, capable of seeing enemy activity that, in the past, was completely hidden. It became necessary to deny the enemy the ability to see such activity, and in short order, aerial combat was begun.
Это Ванкувер, представляете? 1885 год.
А это внутри его.
Переносимся во времени. Смотрите, как интересно.
Here we see Toronto as it was today.
1885 год.
Homes of the sweatshop labor. At this time in history, there was no single scenery.
Пролетаем над Ванкувером.
Sole means of bringing Europe's and Britain's manufacturing.
Уголь. Добываем. Дорога железная.
Most of the big railway was completed, except for a particularly costly section across the north of Lake Superior. Here, muskeg and million-year-old granite had to be shored and blasted. The railway was in dire financial straits. The government refused to grant more funds, and so the directors were about to abandon the entire project. Enter Louis Riel, fiery leader of the Métis, also northern Winnipeg from the east. He said he could move the necessary troops in 12 days, using existing lines and some forced marches. Now the big railway was a matter of national security, and the government refinanced the completion.
Ночь в Калгари.
BC gave the railway some bad homes. The final leg over the top of Lake Superior was the most hazardous of all, and the costliest to achieve. Along with the natural hazards of this vast road, the men had to cope with hordes of black flies, as deadly and as menacing as any malarial mosquito.
Certainly you know that you will enjoy the rest that you have to see.
If the trip through the Rockies is breathtaking, so then is the trip along the high bluffs of the St. Lawrence River to the citadel of Quebec, the only citadel in North America. Here it is in actual miniature scale. The old city and the bossy British climbed en route to their victory on the plains of Abraham. Here was one city the railroad had no intention of buying.
Мам, иди сюда.
The maritime
Сейчас.
Canada's oldest and most
Вот эта
remote.
лошадка, это скинул
Here, the railway also played a factor,
Вот это
giving the
желтая.
Maritimes a huge
Она как
market for
скинул,
their
которую
fish
я
catch.
смотрела с мамой.
Here we see it.
Наступает ночь.
This mill, in reality, with the same equipment that we have in it, would cut approximately 150,000 board feet in every 8-hour shift.
In Eastern Canada, in the late 1880s, a single topic of conversation prevailed in drawing rooms, taverns, street corners, and at the stock exchange. Hey, have you heard anything about the big railway? It was a frequently asked question. Or, how far is the big railway? In Canada in the 1880s, this was more than just a railway.
Я
This was
больше
the
просто
greatest
жду, что
engineering
она
feat the
ехала.
country had ever undertaken. In late 1881, it carried with it dreams, hopes, and aspirations.
The engines and machines are such boards that different widths, not 6-foot widths. And if your head rig made a piece of 2-inch of a random width, the engine will then be 2x4, 2x6, 2x8, whatever size you wish, according to
Похоже на Нью-Йорк.
the board and the order that you plan. Because the engine has the same orders as the head steer. And they must work together to have an end product.
Ладно купается, он голый рисует художник.
Смотри, я типа заглядываем в окна. Что здесь происходит?
And the operator can lower any side which is at any time in order to cut
Крестик, наклейку сделать. Так, тут тоже купается.
You may have a defective drive, or you have two slides taken off, which in turn are transferred to this machine, which is a horizontal resaw, sometimes known as a slab saw, because it's particularly adaptable to
Lake, just as rough. Yale, BC was the focal point for the railway for years, and each night it would resound to the roar of railwaymen letting off their steam. Huge Irish giants fleeing from a potato plant. Wiry, indestructible Chinese crews from Peking, Shantung, and Hong Kong. Here we see Toronto as it looked then. New, bright architecture, surrounded by tenements and hastily built homes of the sweatshop laborers. At this time in history, there was no St. Lawrence Seaway, so rail transportation was the sole means of bringing Europe's and Britain's
Макс, ты
manufacturing
там
goods
просто
into the city.
Кока-Колы.
In 1885, most of the big railway was in except for a particularly costly section across the any malaria was in. If the trip through the Rockies is breathtaking, so then is the trip along the high bluffs of the St. Lawrence River to the citadel of Quebec, the only citadel in North America. Here it is in actual miniature scale. The old city and the bluffs of British Columbia, a maritime province. Canada's oldest and most remote city.
Ходит.
Here, the railway also played, giving the Maritimes a huge market for their fish catch. Here we see a typical rural maritime
Toronto.
a place that had remained the same for over 50 years.
Идет.
Now the railway steams through its peace and tranquility, bringing the vital communication. But as some old maritimer wisely remarked, at what cost? Today, the big railway is still the big railway.
Расписание электрички, это репродукция. Смотрите, прикольно. Railway.
In Eastern Canada, have you heard
А
anything
это
about
уже
the
у нас
big
Квебек.
railway?
И это тот замок, где мы были. Смотрите, так интересно.
How far is the big railway these days?
Вот, мы еще здесь фоткались. Я пила здесь кофе, там внизу Starbucks.
Which had begun to inch across
Так, едем дальше
the spring of 1882.
по Канаде. Итак, мы возвращаемся туда, откуда мы прибыли, в Канаду, это Нью-Брансвик, Maritimes, 1915 год, смотрите, маяк, маяки типичный, такой символ всех провинций атлантических, и так все это все выглядело.
Providing transportation
Интересно.
А, это замки где-то. Только пьяные.
Кстати, смотри, тут есть
Это
машина.
Европа.
Это смотри, замка.
Handguns gave way to machine guns,
Да.
and modified civilian aircraft gave way to purpose-built military aircraft. Soon, pilots engaged in what has become known as the dogfight.
О, смотри, двери открываются, смотрите, ворота открываются.
Угу. Ты видишь, я могу машинку. Я только одну
Хорошо.
машинку могу.
О, а я вон, смотрите, по кругу можно, смотрите, вон, поехали машины по кругу.
Так, это у нас 1908 год, 1 октября, золотое время, золотые года, когда стали уже машины, появились вместо лошадей. Вот так вот. Смотрите, какие они такие классные. Оригиналы можно посмотреть, кстати, в Heritage парке у нас в Калгари. Очень много вот таких похожих машинок, настоящих. Рассмотреть. Какие, смотрите.
Я понял, да. Мам, смотри. Я понял, что я делаю. Вон.
Закрываешь капот.
Да. И есть еще фрукты. Есть еще. Все.
Its towers and turrets, gables and gargoyles, is the culmination of years of painstaking work. The variety of characters, each with his or her own costume, is the finest example of the nature.
Тоже сказочные пошли какие-то экспозиции. Вау, класс.
Here are the best love fairy tales that children of all
Christmas,
ages have
Merry
enjoyed
Christmas. Да-да-да, номики пакуют. Вот оно все как выглядит.
We actually get to see just what she did with all those children.
А это у нас Гулливер лежит.
Gives us a look at what Santa does.
Интересно, конечно, столько деталей, хочется рассматривать. Выглядит страшненько. А тут кто у нас летит?
А это что непонятно? А, какие-то чаевые, я не знаю.
Here we have a privileged look at a section of the dwarf's very, very secret diamond mine. With a little man
Что за сказка?
fortune jewels waiting at you from the rock.
Diamonds Mine. Нет, это явно не наши.
But what else? A tortoise. Wouldn't it be nice to shove some straight line like this in your backyard?
Кто там летит? Так, кто знает, что за сказка, пишите.
We have a larger diorama depicting Jonathan Swift's
Ровно мне интересно.
washed ashore.
Daniel Defoe, best known today for his Robinson Crusoe stories, was a teenager. Jonathan Swift, creator of Liel Gulliver and all his fascinating travels to Liverpool and beyond, was a mere baby. And Samuel Pepys, who left such a vast reservoir of information on the happenings of that day, was writing his Pepys diary in London in the 1660s.
Так, показал тут старый Лондон, Великобритания. Мой виш-лист. Осталось только получить паспорт канадский. Красиво. Все узнаваемые автобусики. Класс. Ну, можно не ехать уже. Это Лондон, который был, а это, который сейчас. Смотрите, пролетим над Лондоном, давайте. Ну да. Класс, красиво. Пикадилли Сёкас, наверное, или нет? Я не знаю, как она выглядит.
Надя, стыдём, мальчик, поехал.
Так, давайте проверим, что тут. Запустим механизм.
А, вон машины поехали, видишь, вон сверху. Вон, видишь, снизу. Не, выше, вон, да, вон, видишь, да, да.